Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD. That is Government of National Unity. So, guys, as you can see with this video, a green, white, and green white powder dealer resisting arrest.
Go inside! Go inside! Go inside! Inside!
Basically, before all of this, apparently he was seriously fighting the South African police. Like, he would not go to jail. And he is, mind you, allegedly, he was caught red handed dealing in white powder. And now, when the police are pounding on him, suddenly he is resisting arrest. Listen, green, white, and green people. When you see the police, I don't know how the police work in the green, white, and green country, but in South Africa, when a police approaches you, you respect them. You respect them, and they will read you your rights if you are suspected of committing a crime, and handcuffs are going to be put on you, and then you are going to be put either the back of a van or a vehicle of this nature, and then you are going to be booked in a jail cell, and then the following day, depending if it is not the weekend, you are going to see the magistrate so that your name is finally released to the public, so that the public knows who is this person that is perpetuating crimes against our public policy, meaning our laws that we've put together, that if you are going to deal in white powder, this is a crime against the state, okay? And thereafter, you are going to now apply for bail in a few days' time when your date is going to be set down. And then either you are going to be granted bail or you are going to be granted bail on the grounds of interest of justice. If the interest of justice says that you are not to be granted bail, I mean, hello, you are a foreign national. You come from green, white, and green. And therefore, what does that mean? You are a flight risk. So therefore, our courts, even though you do have a right to your liberty, but because you pose flight risk tendencies, because after you've been granted bail, who knows if you are still going to be in the Republic of South Africa or you are going to run for it. So, of course, the state is going to oppose bail, and chances are you are not going to get bail until you have had your trial, where in your trial, it's either you're going to be found guilty or not guilty. That is our criminal justice system. That's how it works. So when you are doing what you are doing right now, resisting arrest, you are adding on top of the charges that you actually being charged with, like dealing in white powder. Now you are going to be charged with resisting arrest. But then again, let's also be a bit fair here. Let's be fair. You're telling me these police that are busy arresting this white and green guy, green, white, and green guy, they don't know him? They've never taken a bribe from him before? Because I don't believe that. I think they are now seen to be doing their job because they are afraid that whoever blew the whistle or tipped the police about this green, white, and green guy dealing in white powder in their community, and when they see him roaming the streets, those police officers are going to be in trouble with the GNU. Because, again, guys, let's be honest, the relationship that has been built between the green, white, and green white power dealers and South African police, it is staggering. This is a relationship probably of brotherhood. Of course, they are in the pockets of the white powder dealers and manufacturers. And things are starting to look a little awkward for them. But I'm glad that this green, white, and green guy is not being shown any mercy. They are serious. It's the civilian who's wearing shorts for me, I must say. Pushing him in. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's the one who tipped the police. I don't know. But it was quite hilarious. Anyways, he's not allowed to do that because that's not his job. He's not mandated to do something like, unless he's an informant maybe not an informant, let's say a private investigator, maybe it was one of the people that played, but that's entrapment, and entrapment is against the law. But then if you got a court order to do entrapment because you are suspecting white powder dealership in that community, to catch them red-handed, yeah, I think maybe it's legal. I don't know, but other than that, guys, I think the relationship is far gone for the South African police as well as the green, white, and green people. Because this is disrespect. You are not going to disrespect the police like that. Clearly, these guys, when they came here, they realized that, oh, these ones, okay, when they try me, I'm just going to throw in a fist or two, which is wrong. It is wrong to resist arrest. No South African, when they get arrested, they resist arrest. They may run, but once caught, they cannot resist. They have to go in and then go face the full might of the law. But then again, the law and green, white, and green people, they are not friends. Regulations, rules, rule of law, no, but they are very quick to tell you of their rights that they are misguided, by the way. You go to another man's land and then you scream rights that were not drafted for you. The audacity, the gumption, the chutzpah, the bravado of it all is just staggering for me. But yeah, this is what we are witnessing, fellow South Africans, that they are actually doing what they promised to do, that they are going to fight our police when our police try to make an arrest. Who do you blame in this situation? Who do you blame? I blame the police, unfortunately. Somebody said something very, very sensible yesterday in the comment section. I don't know, I don't remember who you are. You said the problem started when South African police force was turned into South African police service. When you service, you do it with a smile, kindness, and empathy. But when it's a force, I mean, you can even hear the word itself, force. Things are done differently. There's no smiling, there's no friendliness, there's fear that is instilled in the community so that they demand that respect. I was like, I never thought of it that way. It makes perfect sense. The South African police service. Yeah, I mean, when I go to a restaurant, I don't want my waiter to be forceful. I want my waiter to serve me with a smile, with empathy, with kindness, and all those good stuff. But if it was a force, I mean, they would throw my plates at me, cutleries at me, and say, eat, right? So that was actually something I never thought about I mean, I'm glad that that was brought up to my attention. However, though, if you look at the South African Police Service rankings before and the rankings today, I think maybe there was an idea along those lines that if we call South African Police Service and then we only have like constables and detective and all of that, instead of using the forceful labels like colonels, like captains, like lieutenants, like, those army rankings. What happened with that? Because clearly, they are generals as well instead of commissioner. Yeah, what happened with that idea? Because clearly, these guys in the green, white, and green country, they wouldn't dare. I mean, we saw them when they were busy marching. They are terrified of their police force. Terrified. And in South Africa, they are having it their way. And sometimes the South African police, you see them defeated. Like really defeated. This is wrong. There needs to be a change. That is why I keep saying that the South African police service needs an overhaul. Let's start from scratch. Let's start from scratch, from training, from the people that are going to apply. Let's do it all from scratch Give them new marching orders how to guard and safeguard this country, how to protect this country. Because clearly we are being disrespected through the people that we pay taxes to, by people who don't pay a cent of tax into our South African coffers. There's no way we can allow this. We need to be forceful. Honestly. Come on, SAPS. Be forceful. Later.